forward with the man suspected in a series of deadly stabbings in Davis in court for the very first time. Here's a look at that. Carlos Dominguez, accused of stabbing 3 people over the course of 5 or 6 days. 2 men were killed. A woman, Kimberly Guillory, survived. After she was stabbed, Guillory managed to get a good look at her attacker, helping police track down a suspect. And today we're learning that she also called her daughter right after the attack happened. Kimberly's daughter is speaking out for the first time exclusively with KCRA 3.
We have team coverage of everything we have learned today, starting with KCRA 3's Michelle Bandour. Michelle, you spoke to the daughter about the conversation that she had with her mother after she was attacked.
Right, and as you can imagine, Ty, she is still trying to process that her mother actually escaped a serial killer. Now, the victim's daughter is a mother of herself of 4 young children and was sound asleep at midnight when she got that frantic phone call from her mother. She could hear her mother begging her to answer the phone. Now, Brandy asked us to disguise her identity, she says, for privacy, and also she's just fearful of the situation. She tells me that she was confused because she had not been following the news of the stabbing attacks in Davis and had last talked with her mother just days before the first attack. Now, she learned later that her mother and other friends intentionally set up their tents close to each other to keep an eye and help each other, and just also to be away from the parks where the first 2 murders took place. She was attacked at 2nd and L Streets. Now, she says that the knife punctured a kidney of her mother's and that her mother has had to have surgery to repair internal bleeding. She also says that her mother is healing from the wounds, but is dealing with the emotional trauma.
The last day she's been a little bit more alert, and yesterday she was experiencing a lot of distress over like the thoughts and the memories of it happening. And like I said, I can't stop picturing it in my head and dreaming about it and thinking about it, so I can only imagine how it is for her.
And Brandy says she now has to face to go with the man who tried to kill her mother. She calls her mom a hero because after being stabbed, Kimberly Guillory took a good look at the suspect because he had cut open the tent with that knife when he stabbed her. Now, she also gave police that description, and then police arrested the suspect days later. Now, I also spoke to Kimberly from her bedside here at UC Davis Medical Center. She describes her horrific ordeal to me. I'm going to have that interview later tonight. Reporting live in Sacramento, Michelle Bandour, KCRA 3 News.
How is Kimberly doing since you just talked with her?
Yeah, Lisa, as you can imagine, she tells me she's really in a lot of pain from those 3 stab wounds, but she also is feeling relief because she knows that the man who she says attacked her and has killed other people is now off the streets, and she feels safe for others that this won't happen again.
So glad that she's on the way to recovery. Relief shared by the entire community. Michelle, thank you. And the man accused in these stabbings went before a judge for the first time this afternoon.
KCRA 3's Danica Hill was in court at the time. She continues our team coverage. So, Danica, what did the suspect, Carlos Dominguez, say today?
Yeah, he really didn't say much at all. He did enter a not guilty plea to all charges, and the judge in today's hearing deciding that no bail will be set for Dominguez given the charges and the concern for public safety. There was a little more than a dozen people present in the courtroom today outside of the media. Dominguez was kept behind a glass wall, and he appeared to be wearing some kind of a vest with several officers guarding him. He faced his attorney for the entire hearing, only looking away once at the judge. His demeanor appeared calm, and he maintained a straight face throughout the entire proceeding. The only words he used today were yes and yep in response to the judge's questions.
Do you understand all that?
Yes.
Yes, and have you talked about that with Mr. Hutchison, your counsel?
Yes.
Okay. And you're okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. The court will find that with full knowledge and understanding of
And
his
Dominguez
rights.
will remain in jail until his next court appearance, which will be May 22nd. Here in Yolo County, Danica Hill, KCRA 3 News.
Danica, were any of Carlos Dominguez's family members inside the courtroom today?
Unfortunately, no, we cannot confirm that. We did see several reporters questioning a family that left out at the same time that we all did, but those people said they didn't want to offer any comment. But again, we can't confirm if that was his family, in fact. Back to you.
All right, Danica Hill, thanks for the live report. Carlos Dominguez is originally from El Salvador. ICE officials say he entered the U.S. as a 7-year-old alone in 2009. He lived with a family member once crossing into the U.S., and his immigration case was closed in 2012. Enforcement and removal officers have placed a retainer with the Yolo County Sheriff's Office to take custody of Dominguez if he is released. That means if he were to be granted bail in the future and pay it, ICE would take him into custody.
So here's a look back at how this case has unfolded to this point. It all started last Thursday, April 27th, when David Breaux's body was found in Central Park. He was a well-known member of the community, often called the Compassion Guy.
2 days later, on Saturday night, 20-year-old UC Davis student Kareem Abu Najm was stabbed and killed at Sycamore Park. He was on his way home from an undergraduate award ceremony.
And then Monday night, 64-year-old Kimberly Guillory was stabbed through her tent multiple times at a homeless camp off of 2nd and L Streets. And as you just heard, she is still in the hospital recovering.
And Michelle Bandour will speak with her coming up at 6.
And you can get the very latest on the Davis stabbings case with the KCRA 3 app. Download it for breaking news alerts on any developments on this investigation.